Today we're talking about the iPad mini 5, all of its specs, display, features, as well as cameras to see if it's something you should pick up in 2019.
It's rumored to be priced at a little bit less than $329, and the reason for this is currently the Apple Mini 4 is $399 and the iPad Mini 9.7 is $329. So we're hoping that with this update, it'll be somewhere around $329.
Now the display of it will be featuring a Retina display of 7.9 inches. It's going to have a resolution of 1536 and 2048.
We are expecting it to look very similar to the previously released iPad Mini 4, which was released in 2015 with a few modifications. We are expecting or hoping that it will be slightly slimmer than the iPad Mini 4 at 6.1 millimeters. There are sources that say it's going to be 5 millimeters, but that source is kind of old.
It's also going to be featuring either the A10 Bionic chip or the A10X Bionic chip, which are pretty powerful even though they are a couple years old. They're about 2 years old now.
We are expecting it to be, unfortunately, an LCD panel because the iPad Mini are kind of like a more affordable lineup for Apple's iPads. So instead of an OLED screen, we're expecting an LCD screen.
It's also going to keep that lightning port as well as a headphone jack, which is very important.
A lot of people like that. I like the headphone jack. I don't really have Bluetooth speakers, but I still use my headphones.
It's 2019.
Now there is a leaked image of the iPad Mini 5 case out there that shows the rear camera potentially having 2 lenses. Now we're not sure if that is going to be a space for a second lens or if it is just a flash. If it is 2 lenses, that will be very cool and a big update to the iPad Mini 4, but it is likely that it'll just be a flash.
Now let's talk about some RAM as well as storage. It is supposedly only going to have 2 gigabytes of RAM, and it's going to start at 32 gigabytes of storage, which is expandable up to 256.
I think for the typical user, someone who buys the iPad Mini 5, 2 gigabytes of RAM is enough. Like, they're not going to be designing some new thing on Photoshop or something like that. They're going to be taking photos, reading emails, maybe reading a book.
Also, on top of all this, it is going to supposedly support the Apple Pencil, which would be nice.
That would be definitely an upgrade. I feel like a lot of recent Apple upgrades haven't really been upgrades. It's just been kind of like small updates that Apple really like emphasizes. So if they're going to add in the support for Apple Pencil, that could be a big update.
Yeah. Well, these are all the rumors that we have for the iPad 5. If you guys want us to check out anything, let us know in the comments below.
And subscribe if you're new.